Welcome back, everybody. I stole the introduction from you, straight from your lips. Would you like to? I don't want to steal things from you. You're a very nice person. Why don't you take it away?
I'm not a nice person. I beat him out, in between rounds. You see that scar? I gave that to him. I'm a violent man. Be afraid. We are underway for what looks like already a pistol round here in our second match of the day.
Yeah, Team Jubro versus Lanboken. It's Swedish stuff, I don't know. But yeah, it's looking like a very slow start at the moment with all the terrorists on the A side of the map, waiting patiently for that one opening, that one chance. And here they go, they see it, and they're going for it. And there is a kill quickly from the kind of terrorist. The defensive kills onto the terrorist, but they're actually making ground onto the site, so it's looking like they're going to get this plant down. And as they try to do so, these smokes, these flashes, working out pretty well. And the bomb's not yet gone down, and 3 CTs are emerging now from the spawn side. And the bomb still not down from the terrorists here. They're still trying to make that happen here, and it's not looking like it's. I don't know what's happening. What's going to happen here? It's so tense right now. Both teams just standing on a shootout there. Bomb still not down, but actually the bomb carrier going to get taken down there, and as well his friend. So now it's just Hurley versus two kind of terrorists. At least they're in the same spot. He doesn't have to worry about any flanks or crossfires here, as he has his aim trained on these angles. Now waiting for the opportunity. He's got 30 seconds left in this round. He's still got time to play with, so he doesn't have to rush things. The smoke there, the counter-terrorists are very patient as well. It's a battle of patience. And there come a few shots. Hurley still, though, still not quite sure how to handle this, but the time is running out. The clock is counting down. There's 10 seconds remaining now, and he's going to go for a quick kill onto the counter-terrorist at the CD spawn there. He's going to find himself, though, in a lot of trouble, as Surforge is there, ready and waiting behind that corner.
Yeah, he just didn't. He knew where one of them was. He just didn't know where the man on top of the box or the left was. And so when he charged forward, it was always going to be the end of him. 1 round up to the CT side. Are we still in round 1, or have we moved? Yeah, we're still in round 1. So this is still a first round bracket match, as it's a single elimination best of 1 tournament. Oh, so this is the round of 16, yet on the same map as we just faced off in round 1. So this is second round action. One of these two teams will be going home with nothing, but the opening frags have come already in. As apologies, we were sorting out where we were whilst all the action was happening elsewhere, and Hurley has got it, and that will be round 2 to the CT side, converted off the pistol into 2, and they'll try and make that into 3. Prize purse for today, DDK.
The prize purse, $350, if I'm not mistaken.
350 euros. Don't give me that US bucks crap.
The bucks, I even have the terminology down. Bucks, yeah. You know that's not actually what they're called. They're called US dollars. Did you know that?
Show me the dollars.
The dollar bill. And there's 3 terrorists now working on this mid area where they've finally been able to buy up some weapons after they got the plant, managed to give them that nice little boost of money to do that. But they've actually left the bomb in T spawn. I'm not sure if they're aware of that, because I mean, I'm sure they can rotate around, but that's actually a lot of space to cover. And Hurley looked dashing back to the T spawn to grab that bomb now, as his team now has to wait for him to pick it up, because they can't make a move until he is with them. So there, 1 kill coming onto Rocky there. And it's not looking great for the terrorists, but they are making a little bit of a setup here, slowly but surely trying to make that push occur on the A side. And we've got Hydrox there on that mid area, looking at that connector. But there is a counter-terrorist sitting on the angles, waiting for him. And there, 1 kill onto Ziron there as he tries to push up that ramp. It's not looking very good, this attack on the A side so far. Everything they've tried has been shut down somewhat, as there's 4 counter-terrorist players remaining, 3 on the side. The bomb is down on A as well. So it's going to be very difficult for Luddy now to actually make this happen, especially with 27 points of health. He's going to fall there on the ramp, and that's going to be it for the terrorists in that round.
So 3-0. Pistol round successfully converted, and now we are going on to the all-important round number 4, and we'll see whether the T side can finally put their name on the board, as we are on board with Hurley, possibly related to Liz Hurley. We've not had that confirmed or denied, so we're just going to assume that Hurley is related. As the nades go out and they lead the charge in, Hurley will lead the fire. In comes a grenade as they quickly jump out, and they're all set up nicely for them. 1, 2, 3, 4 frags coming in. There's only one man left standing, and it's Luddy, and he's been picked off, and that will be that. 4 rounds, only 1 frag, and that was aided by a teammate as the pistol round is duly converted into 2. Server has paused.
It has paused indeed.
And that was probably to work out what the heck happened that round.
Yeah, lanboken right now, they're struggling to make any rounds. They have 0 rounds for lanboken right now. It's not very nice having no rounds at all.
Now, interestingly, on that last round, the Molotov got thrown in there, and that forced them, instead of going where they were going, it forced them to all pile out of the window, and the 3 players were waited planted on the ground to just have them, as they came out of that window, trained on it and trained on the floor. Some might say it's a trap.
Yes, all they needed, though, was a smoke, because the smoke fizzles away the Molotov. Did you know that? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. They had already incredible technology.
They had already thrown most of their grenades, though.
That is unfortunate for them, then.
That was unfortunate for them. We're paused. We're FACEIT. This is DDK. I'm Tosspot. Or, as the chap earlier rightly pointed out, no tie guy and white shirt guy.
No. Yes. No, wasn't it tie guy and shirt guy?
Yeah, it was the other way around.
Other way around. Okay, holy crap.
Hopefully chat can
this
confirm.
This stuff is confusing. It's too difficult for me to remember.
Let's pull up chat, because that's an important point we wouldn't want to get wrong. As we wait on DDK to...
See, I'm just checking out the money situation, and it looks very, very good for Dribble. Of course, they've won the first 4 rounds, so the 0 of lanboken. So lanboken have to try... I mean, they have some money to make a buy at this point, so they can actually have a chance at switching around the momentum somewhat. But again, it's a bit of a CT-favored map. So, I mean, you know, they really want to get at least 5 or 6 rounds on the board if possible. That'd be amazing if they could do that. It's a bit like training those ways, but I won't extend my insights too far. As
don't overextend yourself, DK.
Exactly, yeah.
You might get a headache.
I might get a headache. I have only a few brain cells left to rub together after casting all that Quake. It's so intense that it just kills your... Actually, I can't say that, because then I'll...
He's a hero.
Disincentivize people from playing Quake. Because apparently no one knows that it causes brain cell death. That's a new study that just came out. And exactly, I'm just talking, because that's what I do when I'm on camera. I just say words. So what words do you have to dispense to the audience, Tosspot?
It's these key moments that Twitch chat provides a vital outlet.
So shall we rely on them?
Yes, that was my hint to you earlier. What is?
Okay.
You see, Pandora Fisk says, "Indeed, great casting."
Oh yeah.
And you see, Chandays, stop saying we'll be back shortly. Everyone knows it's going to be 30 minutes. But he has a point. We actually have no knowledge coming from the game server as to how long these players will be. But who needs to know that? You know, we could just sit here. We're back.
Oh, there we go. They are ready.
It wasn't 30 minutes.
So lanboken are without a round, but this is the chance to make the difference, as they have the buy for them now. All 5 players with AK-47s, and they're making their way, 4 of them with the bomb. Hurley with that bomb over the B side. It's creeping along the B house there, as Rocky, their counterpart, is pushing the A ramp by himself. So let's see how this actually happens here, as we have 2 CTs on the B side ready for the defense, and the counter-terrorists still haven't had a strong enough whiff of exactly what lanboken are actually doing right now, so they're not exactly sure how to set themselves up. Still looking for that information. A little bit of a push coming in from the CTs on the A side, and I think they're about to work out exactly the location of the terrorists, but will it be too late? As the terrorists start to make their way through, there is gunfire left and right now, as here the kills come in, and it's not looking good for them. They're not being able to make enough ground quick enough, and now the counter-terrorists have rotated quickly enough. They've got some nice positioning. 2 versus 1 situation now. Oh, 3 versus 1 with the trade, but they're gonna defend that easily. And it looked like lanboken weren't quick enough on their feet to really make their way right into that site to get those positions they needed to defend.
The entry frags there really let them down. You know, the fact that those entry frags either land for you and you hit, you know, straight away and get, you know, all the positioning you need, or as that one did, it takes 10 seconds, you can't quite find the entry frag, and by that point the rotation's already been fully called by the guy screaming, saying they're all here, they're shooting at me. And that was what happened in that instance. It didn't work for them, their push. They were stealthily enough, let's just say, but they weren't good enough. And we go into round number 6. It's going to be already one man down. Zeron has hit the deck, courtesy of Spire Corp.
Yeah, defending that mid very well. Zeron was the only player the Terrorists had on the other side of the map. So now it's just 4 of them remaining on the A side, trying to push that. But they've got to be careful of a flank. Gnuyen is actually coming in for the flank, and here he comes. And not actually going to be on camera, but it will be defended. But it's only Hydrox left now with 30 points of health and the bomb. It's what a mission it is for one man, a man who is bleeding desperately here. What is he going to do with this? He's going to go for it. It looks like he is actually going to push in slowly, but he will be downed.
Yep, round gets picked off, and we're up to 6-0 there in favor of the CT side as they race into a lead, and will force another T-sided save as the T's have had really very little to answer here. I can't remember a bomb plant going down from them. They've rarely gotten to a one-on-one situation at the end of the round. They've offered very little, and now we'll see whether they've got something different to go for. They've got 5 players making a charge over towards this B site as Rocky leads the push forward. Grenades come flying in, and as they go down, the guns are all trained on them as frags number 1, 2, 3 come in from Ewan, and then finally Zillion goes down. But the damage is already done. 4 frags. Can he complete the ace? They're just going to leave him there, and he lands the ace, albeit an eco round ace, but we'll take them all as they come.
Yeah, so the Terrorists lanboken were moving through mud there as they finally actually got to that choke point into B. But suddenly just all that gunfire coming in, they're just moving through mud. They can't move, they can't make any ground. And that is going to be indeed a very nice defense. And even the ace, as you said, and it's a 7-0 scoreline now. And at least the Terrorists do have some weapons to work with at this point. They've got some AKs to their name. But let's see how this round actually progresses here, as they are making another kind of B. They got 2 players on mid, or well, 1 player on mid now, and 2 on the B house side, 1 on the A side. It's so they're looking for picks right now, with a bit of a B-sided focus. But let's see how things go. They actually managed to make 2 kills, so it's a 5v3 now. So it's like a decent start for lanboken, but they have to capitalize. They have to exploit the holes, because now their opponents, Gibraltar, they can't actually cover everything. They can't cover everything, so all they have to do is find the right holes. And they're pushing slowly into the B site, and there with a nice little AWP shot through on that B site, it's going to enable them to maybe get onto it, but there is a reply. And can there be anything more? The bomb is down, and there's 2 CTs left versus the 3 terrorists, and they're going to have to try and get this bomb down. It's still there, and there's an AWP that they have to watch out for. There goes the beeping sound, and there is their kill onto the planter. This is looking very desperate now for the Terrorists as they try to make good of a bad situation now as a plan comes in to try through that cat, and there, it's going to just not be able to take down the bomber. And there, the flank coming in onto the AWPer, and there is the cleanup from Ludi. So good stuff there from the Terrorists.
Great work from Roki there at the end. He decided, enough of this cat and mice thing. I'm just going to come in and kill you all. And he quickly pushed around, got those 2 frags, and closed out the game. Excellent stuff from him. And in that respect, he has changed the way the complexity of this game, because finally the T's have got themselves around. And they've got weapons to play with as well, as Luddy opens in with the AWP. Oh! Misses his... Oh no, did land that shot onto plan and took him down to 35 points of health. I feel had he landed a kill, that would have changed everything. Luddy's now going to get chased out in point-blank range by Plan, and that's going to be the revenge there. And taking down the AWP, Luddy was so aggressive in that they knew to rush him, and they could shut down the attack very quickly. They didn't want to get Lasser in that position, and he's now been helped out by Xylon. Zeron's gone down, opening 2, soon to be 3 frags, you feel, have gone the way of the CTs. That is number 3, followed by number 4, and my maths powered by Sesame Street. Oh, it's not number 5. Hurley does get a frag, and unfortunately, the count cannot continue.
It's pushed all the way through to T spawn. There's such aggression from the counter-terrorist there, as Hurley of lanboken is creeping around that A site, but the bomb is down at the T spawn, so I guess he can only hope to try and do some economic damage, get some kills maybe, but a 3v1 situation is on the cards for him. So let's see if he's able to pull this off. He's got a bunch of CT players looking at his angle, then just waiting there for the engagement. He's looking on the corner. Can he spot him? He does manage to get one, but he's only got 28 health remaining. So he took a lot of damage there, still with some armor though. And there they come out the grenades, but he's also got to be careful if any flanks come in from behind him. And there he might actually have a chance of getting the bomb, but there's no time left, and the counter-terrorists know it. They're going to play it safe and just retreat, and that is a really smart thing to do, not to get over-ambitious there. And that's going to be another round going towards the counter-terrorists, but at least Hurley manages to secure himself an AWP. That's really, really nice. I mean, it's so expensive, and the AWP itself is not super cost-effective unless you keep it alive for at least a few rounds. So Hurley at least trading that AWP back to Luddy. Luddy the AWPer of choice for lanboken, it seems. And the situation is still looking immensely good for the counter-terrorists.
Immensely good.
Immensely good. That did sound a bit wrong when I said that.
It sounded great to me. As we'll now push on in with Zeron. Zeron will make his way through and waits out here. This is the opportunity there. They have to pick up this round, the T side, because they're sinking without a trace at the moment. They need to put something on the board so that when they get onto that CT side, they've got something to play with on the scoreboard. As Roki gets dropped down, Lasser finds the frag onto Hurley with his AWP, and it was Nguyen who will claim that frag. Already, they're up against it, but here comes frag number 1 for the T side. Now followed up, Nguyen though quickly re-establishes the lead, and Nguyen's on fire this round, picks up his hat-trick frag, and now they're looking for Zero on the last man standing for the T side. He's going to make his way over. Is he going to try and pick up that AWP and save it out? He's have a long time to save it, but he gets the opening frag. He's 1 on 3. He's got a whole host of weapons to pick from if he wanted to go that way, but he doesn't. He's decided he's going to go for this. He thought there was someone above him, and he should back that feeling as they drop a grenade on his head.
I could see the kills coming there as he stopped, as he heard the footsteps. I could just see it happening, but unfortunately that 4 HP is very difficult to play with. But yeah, lanboken are really struggling. It's 9-1 right now, so this is looking like an absolutely blinding start for Jubro here. I don't even know how to say their team name. It's such a Jubro? I don't know. I'm trying to roll that R, that hard roll. Not very good at that, but here comes a big push onto the B side. 4 players of lanboken trying to make their efforts count on B, and the bomb goes down. They get flanked a bit. Down before the rush can even start. They're already shut down, and now they're having to contest in these hallways of the B house, and just the CT's just taking them down left and right. And Hurley there, the last man standing. And unfortunately for Hurley, he has no escape.
Yeah, the hurly-burly of that one for the T side, just a little too much for them. They are going to buy this round, and this is, I sound like a broken record, but absolutely crucial that they get something on the board.
Yeah.
If they were to go into halftime 14-1 down,
they can still save it. They have at least they've got 4 rounds they could win, and they've got the weapons right now, so they just have to win this round. And if they can do that and keep the momentum going just for another few rounds, they can really turn the tides. But
if ifs and buts were reality, you'd be a Euro Cup champion.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah, Luddy goes through as he will join with his teammate. He knows he's got Lasser up there. He could just open fire now, and he does do exactly that, but doesn't hit with a lot. Only takes 27 points of health away, as he will force at least a retreat there. Roki has gone down at the hands of Xylon on the other side, as we look for some action. It looks like it's all going to come in at the B side. 3 Ts are slowly coming around to Xylon's position. Let's find him as he lies in wait, as they're going to come up above him, and not sure whether Xylon's had a word of that. We did lose Zeron as well for our troubles, and we're at a 4 versus 3, and Xylon now opens up the shooting on towards that top balcony, and they finally return fire. 3 versus 3 as Hydrox gets the frag. Hydrox now is going to cover the bomb site as it goes down with Hurley, puts in that code, bomb is down. He's going to go down for his troubles. 2 on 3 after plant. Can they hold on here? Hydrox does it. Now the T's just need to take their foot off the pedal and use the clock. As they push forward, Hydrox goes aggressive, does exactly the opposite of what I just said he should do, and there you go. Lasser will finish it off, and Luddy gets it. And DDK, that's a perfect time of when the 2 CTs that are coming in there don't know where the 2 Ts are. So you can use the clock as a T against them. You can, build up a bit of time. But instead, Hydrox just went chasing off looking for a frag, and that cost them a little bit of nerves, a little bit of, look at that scoreboard, we better win this type of mentality.
They've got one more buy on their sleeves, but up their sleeves, but still 11-1. It's looking very grim for them. Unless they can really get a few rounds now, it's just an unimaginable amount amount of pressure going on their shoulders into playing the second half as the kind of terrorist side. But there, quick kill coming as they try to push aggressively onto this A site. The bomber getting taken down there, but the bomber's at least in a nice spot on the actual bomb site. But there, that AWPer from the connector, the CT connector there, is very, very hard to deal with, and Hydrox can't really find his way quite onto that bomb. And look, Plan is going to just nail him there, and now it's again just Hurley, the last man standing. He does get one pick, but he's got a flank to worry about, as well as 2 CTs in front of him, and the bomb just idling there on the site. So that's a very hard job to do, and Nguyen's going to make it easier for him by just giving him the out that is death.
Yeah, 12-1 here. CTs will try and race this one away and to the half if they can. And then it comes down to the almighty equalizer that is the pistol round, and that could be a real nightmare.
Oh no, yeah, they lose the pistol round, it's over. Holy crap, it's going to be very, very difficult for them indeed.
lanboken will be looking at this, and they don't want to be the first team to be obliterated on FACEIT TV in CSGO. That's not it's not an award you want to take home. Opening 2 frags come in, and now we spy looking for frag number 3. Oh! Popped his head up and it got taken off there. Hurley connects with that one. And now we're looking at lanboken making his way through. Hurley is going to go on in, and that will be Rugger that he takes down as he pushes forward, and he will go through. We're at 12-1. Lottie and Hurley, the last 2 players standing. Here it is. Opportunity for Hurley. Surely you can't miss. And he doesn't. And Lasser, though, does avenge. Lottie 1 on 2. Not the worst position they could find themselves in here.
Same with a chance. The bomb is there, pretty much next to the site. But again, he's got to worry about those 2 angles, that flank that's coming in. Does he hear the player? I think he's aware of it. He's looking behind himself. He's aware that there is something up in the general vicinity. But unfortunately, he doesn't know that it's the house and not the kind of T-side there that he's looking towards. But there, he's going to take the angle. He sees it, but there is the headshot to shut him down. And oh my goodness, the score is just, it's 13-1.
Luckily, the money system is just playing into the T's hand. It's taken such pity on them that they have enough to buy
It gets incrementally more each time you lose a round successively. You get more and more money, although I think it caps out at around 3,400 or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, it is somewhat forgiving, but at the same time,
we're not forgiving.
To find any momentum, and no, we're not very forgiving. And it's many rounds Zeron was making a solo push up on the B house side, and every time it didn't work out for them, so it's quite interesting that they kept going for that. It seems like a common strategy for lanboken there, or a common play that Zeron likes to make, but we've yet to see it work. But Zeron this time is in the mid, and all the rest of his team, Hurley there with the bomb on the ramp, the A side ramp there, kind of ready and waiting around that choke point. He does toss the bomb away, and that's looking for picks. Can they get a nice little pick to give them a hole to exploit in the CT's defenses? And Lottie going to get taken down there as he tries to push the angles on that A house, but that's going to force a reaction there as the terrorists try to push in, taken down on mid. Are they going to get taken down on A as well? They've got so many kind of terrorists to contest with, and the bomb there just dropped in the middle of the A bomb site, and that's going to be really horrendous. And there, Hurley will go down as well. So that's going to be a 14-1 scoreline, and that, if we see a comeback for this, I would be very, very surprised. That is a very, very difficult thing to do, and they absolutely, as you said, absolutely cannot lose the pistol round, or that's, you know, what can you say?
Yeah, they say good half, but it was only good half for one team.
Yeah.
And I feel that we're going to get ourselves in a situation where lanboken, well, they could pull it all the way back out of 14-1, but if they did that, I would eat my hat. There wasn't enough hope for me. There wasn't enough individual skill for my liking there. Here we go, straight on in to the second half we go as the push comes in towards that A site. It's going to be Xylon who pops his head up and is going to go through. Opening 2 frags come in for the CT side as they go into a 4 versus 3. Xylon will flash over towards the back entrance here as they try and run that bomb into position. Then Xylon goes looking towards the connector. Zeron picks off Xylon, and it'll be Luddy who connects with that next to a frag. And Lasser, who has a bomb but has no health, is down. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered for lanboken. They have themselves only their 2nd round of the game.
But how many risky plays can come in from Gibral? It's like, am I saying that right? I'm going to double check. Gibral. I don't know how to say it. I'm just going to go with it. How many? They got so many rounds to play with. They can do such crazy stuff. They can just, you know, throw a bunch of rounds, not away, but to just do incredibly risky stuff just to get that one round, or those 2 rounds that they need to secure the victory here. And they're doing a push onto the B there, slowly. Oh no, actually not onto B, they're going down and under, through to mid, through to the connector, and they've got the bomber there on the mid, Xylon and Rugger on the A side, house and the ramp, to try, and it looks like they're posturing for this A push here. That's what they really want to make happen, but 2 of them get taken down quite in succession there by the counter-terrorist defense, and Xylon's going to try and push the angles on A, but will he be able to make anything of it? And there's 3 CTs for him to contest with, but he managed to make it happen with a shotgun headshot. Can he get anything else though? But no, Rocky's going to shut him down, and now that's going to cue for the remaining terrorists to push up that mid-connector, and they actually get an entry kill, and even one onto the site as well, with that Deagle as well, and that's pretty nice. He's going to be able to get the plant. That's going to be great for the money situation now, as Hydrox pushes his way through the counter-terrorist spawn right along that back side, and that's, oh, he's going to get the kill on the bomber as well, just as the bomb goes down. Lass has got a lot of work to do, and not going to be able to make that work happen there as he gets taken down, but at least the plant was there to give them that monetary satisfaction going into the next round, to be able to have some more options.
Yeah, and they made that expensive round. 3 players are going to have to rebuy, and actually, you know, it was a bomb plant for them as well. So, and from a T perspective, they've then gone and bought on this round, and they're going to try, I assume, to try and wrap this game up. I'm surprised to see them buy. This would be one of those ones where you said they could afford to throw things away. I would turn around and say this would be one of those rounds where they could afford to wait another round, and instead of having to, you know, pick and choose what they buy, they could do a full buy. But nevertheless, here we go. Let's see whether they can convert. Xylon's got someone coming towards him right now, and he finds the frag. Liz Hurley goes down. Xylon now starts to open a few shots in towards that bomb site, but there's no one down, and Xylon is actually a dummy, a decoy. The rest of the players are all over on B as they find that second frag. Only 1 return from them so far, and that's Luddy who's got the frag onto Lasser. Zeron and Luddy, the last 2 men standing on a 2v3 in favor of the T side, as Zeron gets the next frag onto Xylon and levels us back up at 2-on-2. But Zeron's got 3 points of health left, and they're all gone, as Nguyen will finish off the job and will put the bomb down. And that will take us to many match points. 12, if my maths is correct. 12 whole match
Sesame
points.
Street's been paying off for you there, it seems.
Well,
that does seem to be correct.
There's a reason that show's been running as long as it has.
That's true. It teaches kids numbers.
Kids
stuff.
and adults.
And adults, true. True. And here, the kind of terrorists with some SMGs there. A little surprised by some SMGs. I wonder how they're going to make use of this now, as we have most of the terrorist players pushing down onto that A side. Gibraltar, are they going to try and take this down quickly, or are they going to play it very slow? Looks pretty slow so far, the smoke going down on the ramp. There's a nice little opening kill at the A house there. That might cue them to go in, and indeed it does, and a quick 1-2 onto those kind of terrorists as they fall to their graves there. And now the A site is well and truly open. The plant's going to go down, and they can even have an amazing setup, defensive setup, but they're just going to push through, and they get all the frags they need, and the terrorists win, and that's a 16-3 scoreline. So Gibraltar pulling it through in a very convincing fashion there.
Very convincing. Lanboken washed away 16-3. That was really as easy as it comes for them. They have picked up another fantastic result, and they'll turn this one around and go into the round of 8. We are just 2 rounds down. We're already into the quarterfinals. Can you believe it?
No, quite frankly, I can't believe it.
We're having so much fun here at FACEIT. We're glad that you could join us and stick with us for the rest of the afternoon. Join us on the website, FACEIT.com. You can see the results all automatically finishing on that side as well. So if you don't want to watch the stream, you can just watch a bracket auto-update as it pulls the results live from the server. Some may say that's the most exciting thing ever.
It's old school, man. That's how it used to be done, pretty much. You used to sit on IRC, there'd be score bots, and you'd see, oh, one player kills another. Oh, one round goes to another bot. Just a bot just typing lines of text. So if you want to be really old school...
Congratulations, DDK. You've just taken your state-of-the-art technology company back to IRC and comparing them to scorebots. We're going to go back to a break now whilst DDK fights for his job. Join us in just a minute to see whether he's lost it.